Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. You know what I got for you today? What I've had for you for 1,000 videos plus super aging, getting older without getting old. And I am talking specifically to 45, 55, and 65-year-olds tonight. You know why I'm talking to you? Because we're at May 30th, my mama's birthday. Also, the second month of the second quarter. June is the third month of the second quarter. So, Georgian, we all know that. I need for some of you all to understand what I'm saying. Let me say it again, Reno, for the people in the back. June, tomorrow, June 1st, gives you 30 more days in the second quarter. If you don't have it all laid out by the second quarter, baby, we're at 6 months. You remember it was just January. You see, time is moving on. Time is waiting for nobody. You put that off in April. You put it off in March. Baby, we're at one half. We're at a half a year. You know when you turn 50 and you say you have 100? Boo. Tomorrow, June 1st, you at half 100. You don't have 50 years. You have 6 months. The foundation was supposed to be made in the first quarter, but you kind of get it together. But the foundation was the second quarter. Excuse me, I apologize. Second quarter. We're about to go into the third quarter. Third quarter's like that. June, you'll be all popping, everything be pretty, everything get up. Before you know it, holiday is here. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Listen to Tabitha. Tabitha, she said, I'm still with her. She said, I have more money in my savings account. I'm not saying don't shop. My name is not Jamal. I'm saying you could have more money in your savings account. It's gonna start looking good. Okay? It's gonna look better than it's ever looked. You're gonna have more money to invest. When January came, we all said we're gonna do this, gonna do that. All kind of resolutions, all kind of stuff. All right, let me tell you what happened in this house. I don't know if we were looking at Myron Golden or Arlen Hamilton, but one of them said something that said you need to have the book out. Oh, I know I was listening to Myron. And Myron held up this book, this book, this book, just books, books, books. I was thinking like, why I don't have but one book? Why I got all these books up here in my head, you know? And he said, get the book out. And I was like, you know what? Let me get these books. I've been talking to you all about getting books out. So I revised my Guide to the Second Time Bride and revitalized or revised it. And then I have two more books. Got one in the computer that I'm looking for a book designer, and then one. Let me see what the other one is. One in the computer. Maybe the other one's in the computer. Two in the computer, ready to go. This need polishing up. And the third one is almost in the computer. It's in the computer, but it's way. I got to do much more. But the one that's two are ready. And I said, let me get these books out. And I need to get them out before the this quarter's up, so I can have because halfway. That's when you have to do all things, everything. January to June, January to June. Now you all the way over here. You about to be in July. Okay, you know July is a trickster month. It's a month to have fun and 4th of July, 1776. Juneteenth is coming up. Um, Summertime, holiday spirit for the summer, short shorts, margaritas, all that's coming up. Then before you know it, that's right, school starts in August. August in the south, September in the north. I'm just trying to get the 45, 55s, and 65 on board with me. You made it through January. The weather's changed, but put your nose to the grind because you don't know what's gonna happen in this country. And what they said, be ye oh so ready. That goes for me too. I'm talking with a thumb. I'm talking to me too. I keep talking to me and I'm talking to you because every day I hear some kind of news about the consolidation of our information, personal information, being more accessible than it's ever been to any and everybody about all of our business. There's no such thing as privacy, period. You don't have anything private anymore. You can hit private all day, baby, and somebody already got that. And so, since you know that, then it's time to do something different uh, with all your if all that you what all your funding and your funds and your jewelry and your assets. It's time to pull those assets together. I'm talking to me also. It's a strange time. I don't want winter to catch you with no nuts in the squirrel hole. I don't want that. I want that for anybody. And I was thinking about those people, but the way the weather is just it's devastating. And we never had this kind of weather. Now, if you're 45, 55, and 65, you all know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying the 75-year-olds, I got something else for them to do. But you still at work, many of you. You're still working. And this is not the time. This is not the time. This is the time to put your nose to the ground and pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay close attention to your movement. I heard a man on TikTok talk about what time to be. It's a shift change. Find out when the shift changes, and you need to be in when that shift change. And I know we got to go out and we got to go to the club, and it's just a lot of shooting and black kids shooting one another. I don't understand how they have guns at age 16. I need for the 45, 55, and 65-year-olds to pay attention. Now, what do I want for the 75-year-olds? If you're 70 forward, you have some skills. Now, I want to make sure you're not, um, you would be I wouldn't be talking to you, but there's some people who don't need to be dealing with kids because they don't know what to do with them. Um, uh, but I need you to start some kind of program in your church, in your neighborhood, in your synagogue, in your mosque for young black men. Do you know how many died just already last week? I don't know what it is, but and they don't come out of they're not coming out of projects anymore. They're coming out of your house, your neighborhood, your community. Yes, they are. They're coming out of mom and daddy work hard. We need to find those young men and put get three. Okay, if you can't get but three, there's a group called LUM. I admire them so much because these men have more to do than find 25 to 30 young men and give them scholarships. You talking about we talking about Derek Bozeman and Dr. Gary White, Dr. Chris Bass, Attorney Malawi. You know they got a whole lot to do. Okay, they got a lot to do, but they have found a way to join together with others and call themselves LUM. Why did went blank on me? Let us make man. So you start you three. Why is 16-year-olds shooting each other? Because they don't have anywhere to go. I thought we had a basketball that night. I think Mayor Dickens was trying to do that. We after 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, you need to know. Remember they used to have. Do you know where your kid is? It's 11 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, that 16-year-old need to be somewhere where you can look at that 16-year-old. But here's the thing. I think this happened during the day when a young man walked up to somebody's car downtown Atlanta, was it? And got shot. Was it downtown? Wherever it was, walked up to the car. So I'm just saying to you, what are we doing? You 70 years old, you have retired. You're a retired policeman, you retired a detective, you retired law enforcement. You know, get three together. Don't you all have a police league, something like that? You retired educator. You know, don't you have some? Think of something you can do. I don't have an answer. I'm begging you now. I don't have an answer. Georgian had an answer. I would have the sororities go get the young ladies, and the fraternities go get the young men. I think, but just not enough because they're killing each other. You never hear any white kids shooting each other. Now, I know they're not. We're not. It's a Georgian. Don't do that. I'm gonna do that because right now all I hear on the news is we killing each other, and that's who I'm interested in trying to figure out why we killing each other. Why another black person is killing another black person with a gun, and I think it has a lot to do with the history not being told properly. They don't know who they are, where they came from. Um, they it's something. It's something. We keep thinking we're doing it better, and we're not. I don't know what to do, but I'm begging you on the other side of the screen, wherever you are in different countries, you know some kids, go get three of them. If you can get one, get somebody and mentor that person through something. Put $2 together. You getting Social Security, you getting something, and maybe they don't have enough money in their household. They don't have a father there. A lot of times there are no fathers there. With Lum, with Dr. Gary White, and those guys, they got children and family, and they are men. And I need some more men. That band group down there in Texas, I haven't talked about them lately. This keeps getting in my way. I don't know what goes on when I get up here on this screen. But what's their name? Rico Davis and that crew. They go out and mentor. I just feel stressed out a little bit when I hear what they are doing and what we need to be doing about our own. Because after 10 o'clock, we need to know where they are. We need to start a program at 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? Especially that 15 and that 16-year-old. And he's staying with grandma and grandmama sleep. And the reason why he's looking for something. We're nomadic anyway as a people. You know we're nomadic as a people because we were snatched from our homeland, and our DNA does not allow. It's still trouble. It's trouble in a whole lot of ways. You all know, I know, you know this. You already know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but I'm saying that we need somebody to get that young man and say no, 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 and because there are people out there that's pulling them, into because they need family. They don't have a sense of family or a sense of caring. If mama on drugs and then there's no daddy and grandmama in the streets, the kids are just raising themselves. They don't know. You cannot point to the child. You have to look at the environment. And sometimes we're lucky enough to get a nice house, and sometimes we blessed enough, I should say, are blessed enough to have the mama's working two shifts. And she's working two shifts so he can have clothes and whatnot, little, those kind of items. But she can't give him the rest of it. The mama's still doing everything. She got two or three kids. She's working two shifts. You see, it's they talk about us, but it's been set up for us to just be destroyed. And Lum, Let Us Make Man, and many of the other groups around here, they're not allowing that. And I'm just asking the 70-year-olds, you're not going anywhere. If those of you are not going anywhere, or if you're still teaching like me, go find two or three people. Talk to them. When I teach, I like to think that I teach holistically. When I teach the lesson that I'm assigned to teach because of humanities, I bring that thing back to what's going on today and how you can take that lesson and use it for your future life. You see, that's a holistic approach. How you can take that lesson and use it for your future life. That's what I want us to do. And I know they have Sunday school. Maybe they need to be more in Sunday school. It's hard to get kids to church though, if the mama not going. Nobody wants to go to formal church anymore. And then unless people want mega churches, like Jamal Bryant's church and some other churches. St. Philip is good. I would say an AME. I like Dr. Anton Elwood. He specifically speaks to young people because he says we need to get them in here with us so we can circle them with love encircle them with an educational component. You see, encircle them with family. So when they go out there and they say, come on, little girl, come on, little boy, come on, young man, come on, young lady, I got something for you over here. You know, it's gonna be better than what you got over there. And a lot of times, it's better, and your grass looks greener, and then they get caught up in it, and it's too late. And so I'm just saying, let's just try to save as many as we can. Some gonna go that way. We can't get them all, but just this shooting thing has got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got. And all I can do is ask the 70 year olds. If you retired, I retired at 52. So maybe some 52-year-olds out there. You young enough, you fine enough, you pretty enough, you smell good enough. Some of these little girls need to have some kind of understanding of what it means to be a young woman. I've seen more cheeks out of shorts than I want to see. I ain't trying to look at them, and they just hanging out, and they 12 and 15 and 17 years old. Why? Why? Why is it that our bodies have to be sexualized? Why is that? I don't get it. So all I can do is appeal to what a slice of life. As we talk about super aging, then I need the 45 to 55 and the 65-year olds to understand that time is, baby. You're gonna be up here with me, 82 and 83, before you know it. I don't even know what happened. I can't tell you what happened in my 60s. I don't know. I mean, it just went by like that. I was busy, I was busy, I was busy. And then before I knew it, I was 70. I was happy. And before I knew it, when 79 came, I was like, whoa, whoa. You know? And I had been so sick. I've been so ill. Been just, I could, sometimes I just shake my head, thank God, every day that I'm able to even talk to you, that I'm able to even be here to make an appeal to the 45, 55, and 65. You may be on a job that has some kind of component to help the 70-year-olds, but I think we need to have 45, 55, and 65 keeping track of your time, keeping track. If you 45, you're gonna be 46 this year. That's 4 from 50. You 46, you're gonna be 47 this year. That's three. You 56, you're gonna be 57. That's 3 from 60. Start thinking. You know, you're going on over in the 60s now. You as close to 60. You're closer to 60 than you were to 50. Keep in mind what's going on here. And so June, tomorrow, June 1st, last month of the second quarter. Pay attention. And 70-year-olds, I need you to start something. You got a little money, start something. I don't know what it is. I think they should have grandfathers and grandmothers coming to the elementary school. I really do. I don't know how to get that program started because we don't want pedophiles and crazy people, folks on drugs, be coming up in there. I don't know, but maybe we can get something. Some of you smart people out there, many of you smart people out there can figure out how to get the grandparents a grandparent program going in your school, and then you have to go through and have a background check. My son-in-law had to have a background check before he could be on the PTA. So just run a background check on people, and then have them come in and maybe let them read or let them see what older people look like. They may not have any grandparents, or nobody knows who anybody is. You know, have some father figures come in. And young men, we need you. Young men, we need them. These young men need you. Just like we got Dr. Bass, we need that Jakari group, a young group of black men like 26 to 35. It's a bad group. Do you remember when you were 26? You remember when you were 35, 26? I heard a guy today say he was going to be 35. I said, ooh, wait, to be 35 again? Jesus, delicious. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about a 26 to 35-year-old group going into the school system. We gotta help our own. Nobody's gonna help us. We have to help our own. 45, 55, 65, you better get on your game because they got some for us up there. They waiting, plotting, trying to work it out, trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is. Y'all go on with that because we need to be on our own stuff. That's what we need to be on. We need to be saying about our kids. We need to get some kind of programs going. We need to get them off the streets. And everybody needs to be home by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. All parties. We need to start some day parties because they're waiting for you, people. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. I'm just saying. I, I, I don't want to be negative because I want us to stay on the positive side. Because, I got that thing going. I got that rah-rah going now. I was a cheerleader. Did I tell you I was a cheerleader at Spelman? Yes, I was. Anyway, I want you to have a good weekend. I haven't said this in a long time, but you all know it. Jordan doesn't work on the weekend. All right? I love you. Mm-hmm. And you can't do anything about it. June 1st, last month of the second quarter. I love you.